You're listening to the Fit Mind, Fit Body podcast, where we explore the connection between a fit body and positive mental health. And our big mission? It's to help 10,000 runners to develop fitter minds in the next 2 years. I'm your host, Michelle Frost. Let's get moving. Welcome to this episode of the Fit Mind, Fit Body podcast, where we chat with Carol Harper. One of the things Carol said to me is that when you keep your body moving, it'll also keep your mind healthy. Isn't that awesome? Enjoy. Today on Fit Mind, Fit Body, I am really excited to have one of my old running friends, Carol Harper, on board. I'm really excited because I don't get to see, I call her Mrs. Harper all the time. I don't know why. That's kind of a habit from many years ago. I don't really see Carol that much during like just the usual run of the mill, just because of the way life has flowed. But I used to see her quite a lot, like probably more than 20 years ago, 25 plus years ago. So it's great to connect again on the podcast. I'm really excited to talk to you actually today. So welcome, Carol.
Good evening, Michelle. Yeah, it's lovely to catch up. Yes, it'd have to be, easy 20 years ago. Yeah, that I first started the running group or the running club. Yeah, I think you and two other ladies, my first run that I went on, you and two other ladies came up and introduced yourselves and made me feel very, very welcome. And I think I probably ran with that little club for about 5 years or more.
Yeah, you were around for a while, and we used to hang out a bit outside of the club too, which was lovely.
Yes, was lovely. Yes, I think at one stage you had the two older children. I think you had Natasha, and then the other two. Yeah, the other two came along.
Look at you remembering all of that. Good on you.
Yes.
I think it might even have been. Don't necessarily need to mention this, but maybe before I married my second husband. I think I knew you before he came along. So it's been quite
probably. Yeah, it has been some time. Yeah.
Anyway, not everybody, and I don't necessarily know lots of your backgrounds. This is going to be really interesting, like around why you started running and all that kind of stuff, let alone like way back when. So, Carol, where did you grow up?
I grew up at Riverside, went to Riverside Primary School, Riverside High, and my first job, it was my second job, was at Riverside High School. I was in the office there doing admin work. I'm number 2 out of 5 children. Yes.
Excellent.
It was very, very busy and crazy for my parents because we all participated in some sort of sporting activity on a Saturday morning because that's when the school, we did our school sports. Yeah. So it was a little bit tricky for mum and dad. I've got no idea how they managed it, but they managed it and they did it smoothly without a hitch, and it was brilliant.
So what sport did you do at school?
When I was at primary school, I swam. I did swimming training. I swam competitively, played water polo. When I was at primary school, I did partake in softball and netball, and I couldn't wait to get to high school so that I could not play softball and not play netball because they were not where my passion was, or my passion was, yes. And so I couldn't wait to get to high school to play hockey. So I was still, at that stage with high school, I was still swimming competitively and training and playing a bit of water polo. Hockey, I just loved a good game of hockey. And as I got into, I think, grade 9, grade 10, I ended up getting in a northern high school team. So we played in the women's, roster, I suppose you would call it, league, women's roster, which was a Saturday afternoon. So I played for Riverside High in the morning and then went off and played for the northern high schools in the afternoon. Yeah. And then when I left high school, of course, I joined a women's hockey team. Yes, never thought I'd be a runner.
Well, isn't hockey just running around with a stick? Like you're running, I
Oh,
assume.
this is what I call it the nap, Michelle.
And hitting a ball.
Yeah, there's a lot of tactics involved.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, no, running just not that many tactics.
No, but when I was at high school, I did go in all of the athletic carnival events. And also the cross country. Enjoyed the cross country. It was a little bit longer, but when it came to, your 50-metre sprint or 100-metre sprint, lowest division, usually last or second last. And the comment from my physical education teachers would be, why is someone so fast in water, so slow on land?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I thought, oh, well, yeah, I really don't have much of a career or expectation in the running side.
Do you think that influenced how you thought about it as you went forward once you had that kind of comment?
No, not really. I think I thought, oh, fine. No one expects any greatness from me when it came to the 100-metre sprint.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So
But,
then
yeah.
you went and played hockey as an adult, like that was the sport that you took on once you left school?
Yes, I did. Yeah, gave up swimming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or not so much gave it up. Yeah, stopped doing the training and the swimming competitively. Yeah, just played hockey. Met my husband of nearly 42 years. I met him, I know. I met him when I was 16, nearly 17. Yeah, so I still played hockey. We got married young, had children young, so you put a pause on quite a few things.
Yeah, well, your life just becomes sort of revolves around setting up that sort of family.
Yes, it does.
Doesn't it?
Yes. And then I suppose later on in life, when you get a little bit more freedom, you start doing a few things for yourself again. And a chap who we had our own business back then, and a chap who worked for us, his wife used to go to the gym, and I thought, I wouldn't mind going to the gym. So, I went to the gym with her probably, I think, on a Tuesday and a Thursday night, and we did abs, butts and thighs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then it grew from it, like the interest. I mean, I've always had the interest in keeping fit.
Yeah.
I probably diversified a lot more, and I tried different things. And another friend, he ran the Burnie 10 with his 2 children.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of running. As you wake up one morning, I think I might do some running. And he was doing it 1 year, and he always dragged his children around. I mean, they were probably 7 and 9.
Yeah.
And he was quite a good runner himself, and he needed someone to drag his children around this particular year because he wanted to actually train and compete to see how just to see how he went. So I said, I'll do that. And I did that, took the 2 children around. Yeah, it probably took us an hour and a half, but anyway, we did. And then I did that for a couple of years, and then I said, no, it's my turn to give it a crack. And I thought, I really enjoy this.
Wow.
Yeah, just the I don't know. It's it's hard while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Or any running, if you're in a race or doing a little fun run, it's hard while you're doing it. But I just loved the feeling of satisfaction when I'd finished the race.
So, how did you stop hockey? Like when the kids were little, or did you stop hockey even before you had the kids? Was there a period where you didn't do much sport?
Yeah, I stopped hockey because I was pregnant.
Yeah.
I was having baby number 1. Yeah, and I thought, no, I better not run around a hockey field.
So how long were you in that, mothering mode, house look proud mode, and not doing a sport, do you think?
Oh, it would probably, I would say 15 years.
Okay, so a fair while, like you were. And then you joined the gym, 15 years into that kind of.
Yes, probably joined it. Yeah, probably had 15 years of not really doing anything like going to the gym or going running.
Yeah.
Did walking with a neighbour.
Yeah.
And so I, did the abs, butts and thighs, and the girls were 15 and probably 16 or something like that, and they used to come along with us. So we made a little bit of a family thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and then with doing the Bernie 10, I thought, oh, I'm looking for, I wonder whether there was a running association or a running club out there. And there was a lady who went to the gym and she said, just mentioned it, and she said, oh, yes, there's LAC. And I'm thinking, oh, quick, how do I join this? Where do I go? What do we do? Yeah, so that's how I got into running.
And the rest is history, so to
it
speak.
It is, yes. Yes.
So at the time, do you remember thinking what it was about that particular Bernie 10, for example, that made you think that you really enjoyed it? Did you feel, that the moving through space and the kind of freedom that you can sometimes feel when you're running, or did it just feel like you could get out there and do something and cross the line and feel like that sense of accomplishment? Can you remember what it was that made you want to keep doing it?
That sense of accomplishment. Yeah, the feeling, I don't really know how to articulate it, Michelle. I mean, it's hard work. I've always loved, it's probably because my job is not physical. Yeah. My job's really been physical. They've been more sort of, mental side of things. And I think it was putting on the sand shoes, going on a fun run and forgetting about everything and just really physically exerting yourself, and you cross the line, you recover, and you think, oh, wow, that was good. Just the endorphins.
Yeah. So you get the little chemical
and the sense of achievement. Yes.
Yeah. So what does your training look like? Like, has it changed a lot over the years, what you would do to stay fit during the week?
Absolutely, it has changed. I'm getting older, and I can't do. Older. Yeah, I know, and I can't do the miles that I used to do. Up until a couple of years ago, I'd say I would probably run 3 times a week. I broke my ankle a couple of years ago, and I was, ouch. Yeah, and I was in plaster for 8 weeks, moon boot for 4 weeks, physiotherapy for 6 months, and I think I just felt quite deflated, very flat. And you'd start, after your physiotherapy, you're allowed to do a little bit of running, a little bit of walking, and then I still ended up with residual injuries.
Yeah.
From that.
Weaker.
Yes, yeah, and then I sort of said, oh, there's other things to do, so I do. So what do I do during my? We'll go with my what I do during the week. Okay, I enjoy yoga, so I'm into yoga.
That's awesome.
Yes, yeah, into yoga. I do 2 to 3 barre classes an evening.
So what's that? Tell me what a barre class is.
Barre class. You would best describe it. It's a little bit similar to Pilates, yoga, depending on your instructor that you've got. It's a little bit more upbeat. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You've got a ballet bar, lots of ballet moves. Hence very good for the core. Yeah, the bar. Yeah, it's not going to a hotel and having a few drinks.
Well, I also thought, I didn't think that, but I was thinking, it could be like a lightweight type of, where you're
yes, we do. Yeah,
lightweight.
There's all different. Yes, there's all different types of routines. We do use light weights. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of, pliés, grand déjeunes. We do squats holding onto the bar. Yeah, it's really good. A lot of core work. Very good for the glutes. And I think I've been doing that for probably, it'll have to be 6 years. And I find that doing my barre class, it helps with my running. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes it easier. My legs are a lot stronger. My glutes are stronger. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I do my barre class. I do a boot camp once a week, which I enjoy. I'm supposed to go swimming Thursday mornings, but I just get a little bit, winter came. Yeah, it's a bit cold. So, you just hug the sheets a little bit. Yeah, so, I just, walk, run, barre class.
How often would you do your running now?
Oh, once a week. I'm a little bit ashamed to say that.
All right. And do you run with people in that when you do your run once a week at the moment? Or is that just a one that you do by yourself?
Usually I go off by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Prefer just to get up, put the sand shoes on and just go without committing myself to meeting someone at a certain time or fitting in with their, it sounds selfish, I know, fitting in with their time schedule or having them fit in with yours. Yeah. So I just get up, and I actually do thoroughly enjoy running by myself.
So do you have like, you go for a run on Tuesdays, or you go for a run on, is there a particular day that you usually do it, or do you just make sure you fit it in at some point during a week?
Usually a Monday. I try and get up Monday morning, and off I go, because I'm busy the other mornings.
Mm-hmm. And
yes.
what are you doing on the weekends? Are you a runner on the weekends? Or you
sometimes over winter I did a little bit of running on the weekend. Mm-hmm. And now that the summers or the warmer weather's coming on, bar classes back on again. So I'll do a bar class. Yeah. I'm basically, Michelle, I'm slowing down.
What? I can't even imagine it. Can't imagine Carol slowing down. So we would say, like, I guess my little calculation in my head, you've probably been running for 25 years or so, would you say, when you first sort of did or before the burning?
No, probably 20 years. Yeah, 20 years. Yeah, about. I'd say 20 years. Yes.
And you still sign up to the odd event, I'm aware.
I do. I have done every single Lonnie 10 from the start. Yes. Some years my times have been PBs. Yeah. But the last couple, I just aim for the finish line.
Do you think some of the events that you do are like, you do it because your friends are doing it? Some of the friends that you do, say, boot camp with, or
yes, I've got a group of ladies. We do. We've started a little bit of a trend here. We'll try and do this up until we couldn't travel. We'll just organise a weekend away. There might be a run in Melbourne that we'll go and do. We did the City to Surf a few years ago. That was lots of fun. Great weekend. And the last one that we did was the half marathon, the Great Ocean Road half marathon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And another wonderful weekend. And that run would be my all-time favourite.
The
Great Ocean Road. The half marathon.
So why do you like it?
The scenery was absolutely magnificent. Mm-hmm. And the terrain, it suited my running style. I'm not a flat runner.
Yeah.
I enjoy hills.
Undulations.
And yes, undulations, that's it. Yeah, we won't call them hills. Yeah. And it just, like I said, just suited my running style. Yeah. I did one marathon. I was just before I turned 50.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've only ever done one, and never ever will I do another one.
They do say, when I did my first one, somebody said to me, oh, people either do one marathon or they do lots. Like, nobody does two. So you're in the one marathon.
I've heard that as well. Yes. No, one marathon. Yeah. And
which one
that was it?
Yes. Which one did you do?
I did the Melbourne one.
Oh, yeah.
I did the Melbourne marathon. Yeah. Look, it was a good run, but when we trained in the winter, it was mid-October or the beginning of October. But when we lined up, because you're training winter, so you're used to running in the cooler climate. So anyway, you turn up on the start line at 7:30. The race starts at 7:45, and you look up at the little time thing and the temperature, and it says 28 degrees, and you think, oh no. And by the time we finished, it was 35 degrees. So it was, and it was windy. It was the conditions were pretty tough.
They got the flame trees as well then in Melbourne at that time. But the little things that come, anyway, there's a lot of people get in trouble with that in Melbourne, because they're all down St Kilda Road in that marathon.
Oh yes, I've heard of that, but that didn't bother me. It was just the distance of 42.195 kilometres. No, I did well. I was very happy, very happy with with my achievement. I have conquered Mount Wellington twice.
Wow.
Yes.
So that in the casino.
Point to Pinnacle.
Point to Pinnacle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've done that. I did that with a girlfriend. We did that twice.
So you like that because it's a hill as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I was really hoping for a little bit of flat in that one, but that didn't happen.
Really?
I think there was about 800 meters, I think, was flat. And that's a start.
Yeah,
and
so
then it goes up and up and
there's
up
not much flat in that one.
Yeah. No,
and
no,
at one point I can
none
remember thinking, I walk faster than I'm traveling.
Yes. Yeah, I'm hearing you on that one. And I do, and I have since the start of this one, is Meg Richardson. She runs the Mount Barrow run, and it's a charity run, and it's every year. I missed it this year because we were in Queensland with our daughter. She finally got married, which was lovely.
Exciting.
Yes.
Congratulations.
So thank you. Yes, so I've been doing the Mount Barrow, and I've been a little bit involved in helping set a few little things up on the way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's good. I'm not sure whether I'll do it next year because that's steep.
It is steep. It's true.
Yes, I might walk it. Yeah.
Okay. And do they have people who walk it as well?
Yeah, she's got walkers, runners.
Wow.
Yeah, all shapes and sizes, ages, gender, the whole lot. Yes, you'll have to come along. Yeah, and all of the funds, they go to a local charity. Yeah, which is good.
That's great. So Carol, do you like running on the road or do you like trail? What's your favourite places to run?
My favourite, I enjoy trail running.
Yeah?
Yes. Yeah. I've done a little bit of it, but I would like to do more. Yeah, but my ankle stops me from doing the trail. Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's mended very, very well, but usually if I do a bit of a trail run, I find a couple of days later it might hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I tend not to. I just mix it up, Michelle. Whatever's going, I'll give it a go.
Yes, I'm aware that you are like that, which is wonderful. I think more people should be like that. When they say, Carol, will you do? Yeah, sure, I'll at least give it a go once. If I don't like it, I won't do it again, but I'm going to go once.
Yeah. I did a couple of triathlons, yes.
You did? I did not know that. I don't think
Yeah, later on in my life, I thought, I'm going to do a triathlon. Why not? Yeah.
What did you think of that? How did you go?
Oh, I loved it. Yes. Yeah, I did. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I bought myself a road bike.
Oh, well, you would have had to, yeah.
Yeah, I did that and did a little bit of road riding, and I thought, no, I don't like riding on the roads or out in the country. I haven't got very good bike skills. So I thought, I'll just hang that one in the garage with the rest of the bikes that I've got. Yeah, but I've done a couple. Yeah, if I didn't have to ride a bike, it'd be good.
Do they have like duathlons, but they tend to be, are they running and cycling or rather than running and swimming? I'm not sure.
I'm not quite sure what they do. Yes. Yeah. And our water's cold here in Tassie.
It is cold.
It was on my bucket list, and I thought, well, yes, I'll do this, and I've ticked that one off.
Good on you. I think that's awesome.
Yes, but we're still with the friends that we go away and we try and do a run or a bit of a fun run over on the mainland. We've been trying for a couple of years to do the City to Surf in Sydney. Run the bridge in Sydney, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yes. So last year, because we couldn't get to Sydney due to circumstances beyond our control, I organised, just with the six of us, I organised a run here in Launceston. And I thought, right, so we ran over 10 bridges, over 10 kilometres. Yeah, so I had it all set up very, very professionally. Yes, so we did our little 10 bridges over 10K, and then went and had lunch and 10 gin and tonics.
Oh. I love it.
It was really the triple 10. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So, when you're running, and I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this, but I may not. When you're running, do you listen to anything? Do you have like headphones in, or do you just go without something in your ear?
I would say most of the time I will listen to music.
Yeah.
And then it depends where I'm running. And sometimes I cut the music. Because sometimes I think, no, I don't want to listen to the music. I just want to run and be in the moment and enjoy the scenery, the countryside, and I don't need the music as a distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. How do you get out the door on those days when you know you should go for a run, because maybe you do have an event coming up or something, and you don't want to because, I don't know, you're tired because you're very busy. You're always moving. And then, you know, some days we just don't want to, and maybe the weather's horrible or whatever. How do you get yourself going when you know that you need to, because you've got
train for an event? Yeah, I don't train for events anymore. I'd wing it. I wing it.
So you just roll over, wouldn't you? Go back to sleep.
Oh, well, the last few years I have just rolled off. Oh, no, I don't need to train. No, on a serious note, look, for the Great Ocean Road, I followed a training program, which I probably have never followed anything like that before.
Yeah.
Because it was my 60th birthday present to myself. Yeah, it's just something that I needed to tick off my bucket list. Yeah, so I thought, no, I want to do well at this. So I actually printed out the program that they provide for you, and I stuck to it religiously. And there were mornings where I'm thinking, oh, I really can't be bothered. But I would lay in bed think, no, get up, don't be so lazy, focus. And yeah, all right, once you've got those sand shoes on, you're out the door. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you do your training, come back, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm glad I, made myself get out of bed. And there were a couple of times where I think, oh, I just can't be bothered, but it didn't sit well with me. I'm thinking, no, it's going to upset you if you don't put those shoes on. Follow your program. You're going to have to catch up. You'll need to do double tomorrow. So it's hit it today.
You're your best coach.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, you think, you've got this little voice inside you that get out of bed. You need to do this. Just go.
So you tend to be a morning runner rather than an afternoon?
Absolutely, yes. Yeah. Definitely a morning runner. Definitely a morning exercise person. Yeah, a morning person, basically. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Some of your classes are afternoon, aren't they, or evening, just because of the nature of them?
It is, yeah. Look, if they had them in the morning, I'd do them in the morning. Yeah. But the bar classes there Tuesday and a Thursday night.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So but I usually do something like this morning, because I knew I had bar class this evening. I just went for a walk.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to roll over, and I'm thinking, no, it was a beautiful morning. Get out.
It was. And I think it's supposed to rain the rest of the week, so it was probably a good move.
Yes. Yeah, definitely a good move. Yes.
So, Carol, can you think of a time, without, you don't have to give us specifics, where you feel like being able to go for a run really helped you get through whatever was going on? We all have stuff thrown at us in our life. Can you think of a time where that happened? You don't have to be specific, but have you used running like that?
Yes, I have. Loss of a family member. Yeah. Yeah, I found, instead of sitting down feeling sorry for yourself, put on your shoes and put the ear pods in, have the music going, and run.
Out the door. Yeah.
Yep, out the door. Yes.
You found that was a real, relief isn't the right word, but a way to deal with things where you weren't just sitting around.
Yes, yeah. It did. It helped me, I suppose, grieve.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I've lost 3 family members, and instead of, I think, we all grieve differently. And I just like being probably by myself, making it a more personal thing. Like I said, put the shoes on, put the ear pods in, have the music going flat out, and find the hardest run that I can possibly do.
Wow.
Yeah. And it just resets you.
Yeah. It's a great way to process, I think.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
People say.
Yeah, just process what's going on around you and, think about a few things or not think about anything. Just run your anger out.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's a lot of but there's actually not very much we do have control of. But one of the things we do is what we think of and also what we physically get out there and do. So that's what's frustrating. Those things happen. We can't control them.
You can't know. And I'm just a firm believer. I think exercise is just fabulous for the mind.
Yeah. So when you're out there running, what kind of things do you think about? I know you've got your music in your ears, but are there still thoughts tripping over in your mind? What, you don't have to be specific, but are you happen?
These days I must remember to pick the grandchildren up at 3:00. Have I double booked my eyebrow tint with my osteo appointment? Oh dear, what am I going to make my husband for his lunch? Yeah, just trivial, frivolous things.
Everyday.
Basically. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, just everyday things and thinking, I should wash my car. No, it's going to rain sometime during the week. I won't worry about that. Yeah, just, I suppose, organising your day or organising your week in your mind. Yeah, like a little computer.
It kind of gives you the space to do that. Like I know in mindfulness, we talk a lot about, perhaps it's not that you don't want to think, but it's the space to be able to think about the things you want to or you need to, rather than all of the other thoughts that randomly come in, whether we want them or not, those kind of things. Instead, you get the space to think about, as you said, what you need to do for the day and plan things and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And lately it's just more the double booking of my, other appointments, thinking, I can't believe I've done that. Yeah. But you do, and also you do this without, you can think about, organise your day. I'm very good at time management. Got to organise the day. So, if I get out of the door by a certain time, I can do this and I can do that on the way to work. Then I'll pick that up and then I'll do something else. And you can do all that. And while you're by yourself, there's no distraction and you can in. Yeah. So I don't need a diary and I don't need a phone that's got all my appointments on it, except when I double book. If I think I've double booked, I ring up and go, what time was my appointment? Yeah. But
so your running is your managing. How you manage all those things.
It is, it's
very cool.
Where you can just clear your mind.
Yeah.
And you haven't got, where's I can't find this. Or if you've got your grandchildren over all the time, it's Carol. Yeah. And then if you've got your daughter on, the daughter will come over, something like that, and she tries to organise me as well. Yeah, or slot things, can you do this for me or can you do that for me? Yeah. So just, just you wake up, you might have a lot of stuff going on in the brain, but by the time you come back, it's gone and it's all sorted.
It's all sorted. That's what I love that. When do you think you first called yourself a runner?
Oh, dear, I don't think I've ever called myself a runner.
You are not the first person to say that.
No.
Which is interesting, isn't it?
Oh, gosh. I would say, I wouldn't call myself a runner. I would say I run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. But
why people
do you think that is? It is. I don't know. To me, I suppose I am a runner, aren't I?
There you go. Today. That's the first day.
I'm a runner.
You're a runner.
Yeah. No, I've never really. I just thought, a runner was someone who, won the Boston Marathon. But I'm just a person who runs and enters fun runs.
So if you see someone else out, just, a general casual jogger, do you think of them as a runner?
I do. There goes a runner.
Yeah. So you see other people and you call them a runner, even though they haven't won or you're pretty sure they haven't won the Boston Marathon.
Yes.
Isn't it funny how we do that, though? We have this weird kind of conversations in our head about our identity and who we are and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I just thought I'm a person that enjoys running.
You're certainly a person who enjoys to be fit, which I think is really cool. And
I think fit
moving.
Yes, I do. I love to keep moving. I thoroughly enjoy being fit, and I like being busy.
Yes, I've noticed that also.
Yeah.
How busy you get. So one question I wanted to ask was, when you had that injury, how you said you broke your ankle, and I'm sure you've had other injuries as well. I think I remember seeing you hobbling all around, actually.
Crutches and plaster up to my knee.
Can you remember just like how frustrating that was? Like, when you have injuries that really put you out from running, and I guess for you that was other exercise too. You wouldn't have been able to go to your classes or anything either. How you deal with that? Like, what's going on in your head at the time?
I did ask people not to speak to me for 8 weeks while I was in plaster.
Your own quarantine.
Yeah. Don't speak to me. Do not talk about my broken ankle. I'm not dealing with it very well. Yeah. No, on a serious matter, I was just angry with myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Disappointed because I tripped on a path.
So it wasn't, suddenly, it wasn't anything that you had a big story about. It was just an ordinary everyday thing.
Just running through the gorge with a couple of girlfriends, and one pointed something out, and I looked over my left shoulder, and I just got on the edge of a path, and there was a big dip from the grass. Went over, went crack, and I thought, oh dear, how embarrassing! I'm going to fall on the ground while there's all of these people around. Yeah. So I tried to right myself, you could say that, and then there was another crack, and I thought, I'm going down. So I went down, and I went, ouch. Yeah.
This is not good.
No, but I hop, skipped and jumped and hobbled out of the basin to King's Bridge.
Yeah.
I sat there and I waited to be picked up.
And then for the next however many weeks it was, you felt pretty sorry for yourself, I'd say.
Yeah, to start off with.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But then it was completely out of my control.
Yeah.
But I still went swimming.
A level of acceptance. Yeah, that's lucky that you could, continue to do something, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah. I just bagged the broken ankle up. Husband taped it with gaffer tape and that sort of stuff. And because we go away with another couple on our boats, and we were down at Chinaman's Bay at Maria Island. And everyone was swimming. I thought, I can do this. So I took my shower bag with me that I showered with, and then we put a couple of garbage bags over, wrapped the tape on, and in I went. Yeah.
I think I heard that story from somebody.
Oh, did you? Yeah, you probably. Yes, yeah. And then after I didn't stay in the water too long, just in case they did leak. And then after that, we got a little blow-up tender, so they tied that to the boat, popped me in the tender with a gin and tonic, and I floated. Yeah,
You're happy as Larry.
I was. I didn't miss out on anything.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the only while I had the broken ankle, I just adapted everything to suit this plaster that was hanging off my leg. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I made sure I didn't miss out on anything.
Yeah.
Yes,
I love that. So if you didn't have running in your life, what do you think your life would be missing? What do you think running has given to your life?
What would be missing? I have, over the years that I've been running, with fun runs, the running club that I'm in, the people I've met. Yeah. I've met some lovely. I've met some wonderful, kind, supportive, great people on my running journey. Yeah. And I have a few people that aren't runners, but they do enjoy their walking, and similar age to what I am, and they'll, you'll run into them or catch up with them somewhere along the line, and they'll say, oh, what mountain have you been up today, or what have you been doing like this? And their comment is, you are an inspiration to us.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So
That's
I'm
really
thinking,
cool.
wow, and that's something that I don't go looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought, oh, so my advice to people, it doesn't matter how old you are, what shape or size you are, get off the couch and do something.
How old are you now,
You will
Carol?
feel, nearly 63. I'll be 63 on the 14th of January. Lots of presents.
Your birthday's near mine.
I know.
I forgot
but,
that.
Yeah, but that's my advice, and I think it just helps your mind stay young, active, your body young, active, fit. Yeah, so I'm hoping for longevity. I'm not
So
quite
that is
sure you're running at 90, but anyway.
well, that's a question that I ask everyone, and I almost forgot to ask you, is when do you think you'll stop running?
When it's physically impossible, when I've probably got two titanium hips, maybe after a couple of knee reconstructions. But I have been very fortunate with my running. I've only ever had like niggly small injuries, which managed properly, you're over with, your back running or your back doing your exercise very, very quickly. Yeah. So as long as I am physically able, and if I don't get dementia, I could just go for a run and probably not, where am I? Where's home? Yes.
Nobody's actually said that to me before. Like, oh, what if I got dementia? I'd be physically able, but I'm mentally maybe not be so safe.
Yeah, I might have to have a little homing beacon on me, or something in my phone that, my daughter can go, oh, God, Mum's been gone for a while. Oh yeah, she's down there. Yeah, we better go and get her. So I can still run with dementia. See how I am very adaptive to, what challenges life throws me.
There's lots of technology out there you could be able to use to cope with that, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh dear.
I love it.
No, it's good. I just enjoy being fit.
So is there anything about running that we haven't touched on? And I'll ask you for your tips in a minute, but is there anything about running that we haven't touched on, do you think we should have talked about while we were talking today?
No, not really. I don't think. Do you have anything that you would like to touch on? I think we've pretty well covered it.
I think we've done a great job. What I really want to hear from you now is how, when people come to you and say, Mrs. Harper, I want to start, Mrs. Harper, I want to start running. What should I do? Especially because I want to be able to start running and not stop. So, a lot of people start running and then they don't keep going. Whereas, you've got a lot of consistency and
I know what you mean. Yes, it's all to do with consistency and making it a regular part of your weekly routine. Get off the couch for a start off. Mine is baby steps. Start with a kilometre, or run a kilometre, walk a kilometre, or run 5 minutes, walk 5. And then as you're doing it, maybe run a kilometre and a half, and then walk half, run 2, walk 1, just slowly increase it. And then build up to maybe running 5K without stopping. And you'll become addicted. You'll become addicted.
You'll become addicted. Why do you think people should run? Do you have an opinion on that? It's not a question I've asked people before.
No, I don't think people should run, because we're all not the same. Physically, it's quite right. Physically, we're not the same. I think I don't think people should do anything they don't want to do. But I do feel it's important that people should keep fit.
Okay, so finding a way to move.
Yes, whether it be running, whether it be walking, swimming, your yoga, finding a way to keep moving, because I think if you keep your body moving, it keeps your mind healthy.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, the science tells us that also.
It does.
Yes.
And after we exercise, we are much happier people.
We are, and
Yeah,
that's important.
I am. I know I am. Yes.
I'm always better after a run. I'm always pleasant to be around.
Yes, same here. Yeah, and my husband, he'll go on a little bike ride. Over summer, he was riding his bike from home to work, and it was, to start off with, it was just a direct route from home to work. And then on the way home from work, he would, instead of coming straight home, he would extend the ride probably by another 10K. Yeah, and came home, different person.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Rode all of the frustration and, basically rode all the frustration of work. He rode that out. Yeah. And by the time he got home, forgotten about whether he had a bad day at work.
That's great, isn't it?
So very, very good for the mind and the soul.
I love it. All right.
So if you can run, get off the couch and do it.
Go. Or cycle or swim or whatever. Do something.
Whatever. Yes, do something. Get off the couch. Yes.
Carol, it has been a delight to have you on my podcast. I do appreciate the time that you've put in and the inspiration that you are. You're fabulous to chat to. I've always loved conversations with Mrs. Harper.
Oh, you're a sweetie. And I love how you still call me Mrs. Harper.
Mrs. Harper. I don't know why.
No, I don't know why, but anyway.
It's a habit that stuck.
Yes. Yeah.
Everyone in my house calls you that. Like I said to Simon.
Oh, do they?
Well, Simon and I anyway.
Yes.
It's quite funny.
Yeah.
He said to say hello.
Oh, hi, Simon. Yeah, I haven't run into him lately. Yeah.
No.
Sorry, you go.
I'll say goodbye to you properly off the recording as well. So don't just disappear when I say goodbye to you now, which is something I always throw in at the end, just in case people run away.
Yeah, no, I won't do. It's been wonderful chatting to you. Yeah, I hope you can get something out of what I've said.
You are full of awesome stuff, and this call has been full of awesome stuff. So again, big thank you for sharing it with us.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah, it took you a while to get hold of me, but
it did. But it was worth it.
I kept making all of these excuses because really I don't think I've done anything out of the norm. But anyway, at least it was worth talking to you about.
We always think that as individuals, but it's when other people look at us and they go, oh, wow, really? That's cool.
Yeah, I thought, I didn't think I had that impact on people. But anyway.
But you do.
Well, thank you very much. It's been wonderful talking to you. Very interesting, and good luck with it all, Michelle.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you for listening to the Fit Mind, Fit Body podcast. I'd love to talk to you about your running journey. So send me a message on Facebook or on the website and let's do it. For a bunch of resources on mindful running that will help you get and stay mentally and physically fit, head over to the website fitmindfitbody.co and I'll see you there. Plus, I'll be back here in your podcast player a few times a week. Hit subscribe now so that you don't miss an episode. And before you go, I'd really appreciate it if you'd leave a review. It'll help more people to find the podcast and get inspired to start running. I'll see you soon. Bye.